Investec has recently launched its first Quanta commodity ETN, and it protects South African investors from currency volatility within their investment. I mean, if we had to compare some other products on the market, all of them in the commodity space to date are composite structures. So you effectively have two risks within the investment. The first one is you want commodity price inflation, and the second thing which would be in your favor is rand devaluation. That would effectively push up the rand price of the commodity. The Investec ETN is different in a sense that it offers you a pure access to the fundamental underlying supply and demand conditions for the underlying for gold itself in this particular ETN. And there are various benefits. I mean, if you think about it, South Africa is a resource-based economy, so there is a natural correlation. When commodities prices increase, the country seems to be doing a little bit better, and what you tend to see is actual rand strength, which erodes the investor's return away in the ordinary investments that are out there at the moment. So this does make a lot of sense in terms of isolating the commodity or the gold return, specifically, and separating it from your currency risk. So for the first time, investors will be able to take a gold view purely and keep their currency view separate. Gold has obviously been a highly favorable investment, particularly in recent times, due to what's going on in the US with quantitative easing. The printing presses are open in the US, and the buying power of the US dollar is under threat at the moment. And what this has seen is that there's been huge speculative demand in the gold sector for ETNs and any access, whether that you buying Kruger rands or whatever the instrument, to get access to gold, purely because it maintains its value as it is a real asset. Obviously, gold has other properties as well. It's a natural hedge against inflation. It has historically exhibited high correlation levels with inflation around the world. It's also obviously a good hedge against geopolitical risk. Whenever we see things melting around the world, as we did in 2008, gold held up extremely well in comparison to other asset classes such as equities, bond returns, etc. Investec Gold Quanta ETN will be listed on the JSE as an inward listed security, so unfortunately you will have to use, or institutional investors will have to use their foreign asset allowance to purchase it. However, retail investors have free access to it and can trade as much as they want. The security will trade with a guaranteed secondary market by Investec with a 75 basis point bid-offer spread under normal market conditions. As we were describing earlier, the Quanta mechanism works as such. Effectively, the note will list at 173 Rand 60, which is referenced to 1,736 US dollars. The instrument will track the underlying dollar performance in US dollars. So effectively, if you put 173 Rand 60 into this instrument and the dollar gold price goes to $2,000, you should expect that this instrument will be trading at around 200 Rand in this secondary market.